What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Dragonflight Prepatch gold farming video. This is a mini series we're doing on the channel where I'm showing you how I'm personally farming gold right now in the Dragonflight Prepatch to prepare myself for Dragonflight. So a couple of the things that I'm personally thinking about here is that I'm farming for items that will be constantly in demand, even in the Dragonflight expansion, and I'm farming for them now so I can sell them off over time. I also think that if you have an item that are always in demand, it's going to be priced even higher when Dragonflight comes out, because at that point people will be focusing a lot more on Dragonflight content, and not a lot of people will go back to old world content, at least for the first couple of months, because, well, Dragonflight hype, right? So before we talk about this gold farm though, and the location and everything, I have an announcement, and that is that I've made my own Dragonflight gold guide from scratch. This is currently a 155 pages PDF document about gold making in Dragonflight. We have also found over 40 different gold farms specific to Dragonflight, some of which are really important to know about on day one, because they can be insanely profitable and lucrative on day one. So if you want to make as much gold as possible in Dragonflight, well, here we go, check out the gold guide through the link down below. Once again, it's 155 pages, and I will keep updating the guide as well, and upon purchasing the guide you will also get those updates for free. We also have a gold guide specific Discord server, like an exclusive community, where we're talking about even more gold farming as well, and you get early access to videos, exclusive information, and so on as well. So yeah, go and check it out, the link is down below. With that being said though, let's check out the video. So this farm right here is an absolutely insane farming location. You can do this one solo technically. I do see quite a few people farming here either solo, 2-man or 3-man, but the best way to farm is definitely in a group. So you can be a full 5-man group, or you can do like we're doing right now, which is a 2x4 farming group. The exact clip that I'm showing you right now is from the early setup, so right now we're only one group of 4, but we're also progressing, and at the end we're actually 3 groups of 4 farming here quite effectively. So I'll talk about how that works as well, but first let's talk about what we're farming for. So the main item we're farming for here is called the Golden Mane's Reins. This is also the item that I personally think is going to go up in demand and up in price when Dragonflight comes out, because there's a couple of reasons for this. First of all, the levels for BFA content, especially on the PTR right now. If you go into the PTR, you go to BFA zones, they're actually set to level 60, while right now on the actual servers right now, they're level 50, so you can farm this quite effectively. But if the mobs get up to level 60 in the pre-patch, on the phase 2 of pre-patch by the way, so next week, then it's going to be more difficult to farm. And also when Dragonflight comes out, not a lot of people will be going back to old content to farm this mount. So if people keep buying the mount, then obviously the supply is going down, the demand might stay the same, but the fact that the supply is going down will already push the prices up. Either way, you have the item right now selling for about 400k on most servers out there, so you have like a big jackpot item. And while farming you will also get epics, like for example this one right here, the self-rotating Dagger of Sing. This one is selling for between 40k and 60 or 70k depending on your server, because it has a very unique transmog appearance. So while the main item you're hunting for is the Golden Mane's Reins, which is a mount, you're still getting lots of other items as well, blue items and especially epic items that have unique appearances and will be selling for transmog purposes. That being said, both this mount and the transmog items have a quite low sell rate and also low drop chance, so you shouldn't go here and farm for 1 hour and expect to get rich. It's going to take you quite some time, and to get the mount you might have to farm for 10-20 hours, or you might get really lucky and get it on the first hour. It's basically like an RNG farm, so you have to stay here for a little bit. So now we're 5 people. You can do this in a couple of different ways that I'll be talking about throughout this video as well, but we're a group of 5 people right now running on this side of the boat, and it works perfect. Like you can see how many mobs we're pulling and killing, it goes super fast. That being said, let me show you one clip of what the full 2x4 farm group looks like and how we're killing things then, which personally I think is a little bit more efficient, so let me show you that as well. Okay, so in this clip right here, we're actually doing 2x4 on this one side of the boat, and we also have one 5-man group on the other side of the boat as well. So by doing this, we trigger the hyper spawns super quickly. You can see all the loot on the ground right now. things are spawning super quickly, and because we're 8 people on this side instead of 4, we're killing them much faster as well. So we're killing them faster, they're spawning faster. All in all, it just ups the efficiency, so it works as you can be up to 4 different groups farming here at maximum efficiency. So now that we've actually checked out how to farm, you can see all the loot on the ground. You're getting lots of raw gold as well, you're getting green items, some of which you can actually auction for a decent amount, but mostly, personally, I vendor all the greens and I keep all the epics, so I'm only here for the epics really. And it's a fun type of farm to do because, well, it requires little to no, you don't have to think much, you just have to run around, alt-tab, use sunfire, and pull that way. In a perfect group like we're doing right now, we're being 4 druids in my group, and there's 3 druids and 1 monk in the other group. That way we can all gather them to the statue and kill them around the statue. Makes it super efficient and super clean. So with that being said, let's check out the location, or the locations, because you can farm this in different locations. So there are 2 main locations where you can farm for this mount and this type of farm. Number 1 is the one that I just showed you, which is located right here in Stormsong Valley. So if you go to Stormsong Valley, then all the way right here, you will have a boat in the middle. So once again, location right next to Mariner's Strand, you have this location right here. So over here, what we were doing is we're farming on this side of the boat. What you can also do is have a 2x4 farm group, where for example you have a monk in each group, and you have a statue right here, and the group 2 you will have a statue on this side of the boat located roughly here, and that way you can pull all the mobs around this location as well. So to trigger the hyperspawn at maximum efficiency, you want to farm on both sides of the boat. So you either want to have 1 5-man group on that side, 1 5-man group on this side, or you can split it up into 2 4-man groups, or 4 4-man groups as well, like we did. And by having 2 4-man groups, you basically kill things so fast that they instantly respawn 24/7. It is absolutely great, and I also feel like by doing both 4-man groups on one side, you just focus so much on that side and you kill so many mobs, it's absolutely insane. Now, I did say that we would be showing you different locations, as in several locations, because you can farm this at 2 different locations. So location number 1 was right here next to Mariner's Strand. Location number 2 is Mariner's Strand. So this is the old school type of farm for that mount, the Golden Mains Reigns, right here. And usually there's a world quest active right here as well. But you can see right now, people are farming here. This is a very popular location. So most people opt to go for this one. So if this one is taken on your server, then definitely try out the boat, and personally I think the boat is even better in my opinion. But yeah, you have 2 locations, so if this one is taken on your server and you want to start a group, then go to the boat, and if the boat is taken on your server and you want to start a group, then go to this location instead. You also have 1 more item that you can get from both of these locations while you're farming, which will give you some extra gold over time. So for example, I got this one, the Yang's Other Recur from the other farm that I did in BFA. Once again, a transmog item that can drop every now and then, but from here you also get the Abyssal Fragments. These are used in actually summoning a mount, something that can drop a mount for you. So you can combine 20 Abyssal Fragments, and they're needed by a lot of people. So you can see they're selling right now for 3.6k on my server, and they have a regen market value average of 4k. So if you get 2 of these per hour, that is 8,000 gold per hour that you're getting quite steadily while you're hunting for the mount and for other epics as well. So over time, this really gives you a lot of gold, and you get some steady gold as well every single time. So it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you want to hunt for those mounts. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, for more gold making advice specific to Dragonflight, check out my Dragonflight Gold Guide through the link down below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a sub, and leave a comment down below how many Golden Mains Reigns you have. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.